Alright, today our cameraman is now observing Diddy's playground. Just kidding. We have a job at Taco Bell just to observe the customers. This is a minimum wage worker. This worker gets ripped off every day of her life. The fat ass customer in the background is typing his order. Why don't you get a fucking salad? Anyways, outside we have the children's entertainment. And we have Charlie Choo Choo's motherfucking Spawn Dungeon. It seems to me we have a shop over here. My personal favorite, just to shoot the customers, to beat the customers, and of course, the American School Special. Over here we have, of course, the Nissan who crashes into every curb it turns, depending on what gender's driving. We have a taco, and of course, we have the restaurant, where we have fries, drinks, tacos, burritos, fish, a fucking sword, and a grenade. And of course, the average white person in 1774's weapon. As a fat ass right here orders even more food, we have two people crashing with doom buggies. These are rage customers. Rage customers seem to abuse each other a lot more than usual customers. These types of customers simply range from about 10 to 20s in numbers. When one rage customer meets another, it never ends normal. Just as this rage customer is attempting to park like Mary Poppins' umbrella. In short, he can't park for shit. As he parks perfectly and makes me look like a retard. As we start to drive this car, never mind. Inflation decided to take a huge toll on this game. As we observe the natural citizen, a minimum wage worker on her 15-minute break is taking a jog around the premises. Or she's just about to fucking throw an envelope at her other customer. I don't know what this thing is doing, but it's safe to say it is not a normal specimen. This minimum wage worker, the exact same one we've been observing for 20 minutes on her break, seems to be enlightened. Yes, buddy, I'm sure it's for a party, not just for your fat ass to go back and eat them all by yourself. Now, aren't you? Here we have another minimum wage worker, actually wearing a uniform. This is a confirmed minimum wage worker, and probably getting fired next week. This one is a cook. The cook, when someone doesn't tip enough, shits, spits, or does something despicable to the food. Just like this man here. We'll use Plucky as an example. Plucky buys 10 burritos. He doesn't tip shit. So he goes to pay for his order and then turns around to leave. The next time he comes here, the workers will do despicable things like the minions do to each other in the background. And then give him the food like nothing happened. And here we have... This is a normal customer. Hopefully they tip above 25% for the normal American person. The normal American person averagely has to tip around 20%. This is a pervert. A pervert is trying to take a picture of someone using the restroom. As he collects this picture, thank the Lord he throws it away for everything good, or else we're getting cancelled. This is a playground. We shall now check to see if Diddy himself is over here with some baby oil. And maybe, just maybe, a dealer. Not like this is Breaking Bad's cousin over here. This absolute specimen is Diddy himself. White edition. Lucky over here seems to be a very interesting specimen. As this specimen continues to walk around the playground and absolutely terrorize children, he's also holstering a couple packages of baby oil like they're FedEx packages. As we continue to wonder this one, we have the average couple of customers. The average couple of customers seem to tip 15% or above, buy a couple burritos or tacos, and a couple drinks and leave. Simple as that, right? However, their parking is so atrocious, they make a BMW driver look intelligent. Since these absolute units of the brain decide to park so stupidly, we have the American specialty. The American specialty, especially to the schools, is used to deal with these cars and the customers. This, however, is how we deal with the crooks. You see, we have robbers in this place. If someone tries to rob the minimum wage worker, it'll go one of three ways. One, they will shoot the ever-loving hell out of them so where you can see the New York Times through you. Two, they will just say, okay, my boss does not pay me enough. Or three, they will gang up on them and beat them to death for no reason. Not even no reason, they'll just beat them unnecessarily alone. We need to just see from a different perspective how exactly these guys act. As we put this in reverse, we had no fucking idea how to drive this shit. As we cruise around pushing 45. As we absolutely road rage these bitches, we are now going to floor to 25 miles per hour through a school zone. These are called road rages and are typically one of our own cameramen. A cameraman is a very interesting person crashing into anyone who crosses his path. As poor plucky Tip R was Diddy, our road rager here will continue to abuse. As we retreat from the absolute BMW parking that we have just conducted, this retard, on the other hand, has to own a BMW. Since this monkey owns a BMW, his parking is just as good as his IQ. Fucking dog shit. As he continues to drive in a circle, however, holding his burrito 20 feet out of the car, he parks like Jimmy Neutron had cross eyes and sits down to eat his burrito. Our microphone is on, so sir, how does that burrito taste? Carefree Shark, how much did that burrito cost you? He has not responded to any of our cameraman's questions. Therefore, we shall beat the ever-loving shit out of his shitty BMW car. Today we had a couple different types of species here at this park. But we have sorted through every single one of these fuckers and described them bit by bit. Happy adventures, guys. Good luck, and don't get run over like this BMW driver attempting to park his shitty vehicle.